Okay, hi guys, I welcome all of you to this demo session for GRE classes. Okay, first of all, I'd like to take you through the basics of GRE, what the exam basically entails. So your GRE will be broken up into 7 sections, okay, and your comprehensive score will be on a scale of 130 to 170 for each section. That is, you have 170 marks for the verbal section, 170 marks for the quant section, and your essays, that is the issue task and the argument task, will be evaluated on a scale of 0 to 6. Okay, so the final score that you get will be out of 340 plus a separate score on the scale of 0 to 6 for these two tasks. All right, now how you will have to attempt the paper? First of all, first 1 hour is compulsory for issue task and argument task, 30 minutes for each. Okay, these are the essays you have to write. Once you have finished your essays, then you will have your verbal ability and your quants section. Okay, there will be 2 sections on verbal ability. Each section will have roughly 20 questions and it will go on for half an hour. So 1 hour for verbal. Similarly, each quant section will have roughly 20 questions and the section will go on for 35 minutes each. So 70 minutes for the quant section. In addition to that, there will be one experimental or research section. Okay, experimental or research section, this will be either a quant section or a verbal section, but the catch over here is you don't know which section is experimental. Okay, so totally you will have either 3 verbal sections, that is the 2 sections you will be scored on, and the experimental section plus 2 quant sections, or you will have 2 verbal sections on which you will be scored plus 3 quant section, out of which you will be scored on 2 and 1 will be the experimental one. But the catch is that we don't know which section is experimental. So by default you have to attempt everything. So there are 7 sections in all. Issue task 30 minutes, argument task 30 minutes, 2 sections on verbal, 20 questions each for 30 minutes each, 2 sections on quants, 20 questions each, it will run for 35 minutes each, plus 1 experimental section, either verbal or quants. Okay, so that is as far as the pattern for GRE goes. Now coming to our course. Okay, in the 60-hour module we will be covering all of these sections. Okay, we'll have 2 sessions for the issue task. We'll be discussing techniques on how to write an impressive essay, and we'll be solving essays in class. I'll also be giving you assignments. So by the end of those 2 sessions you will be proficient with the issue task. After that we'll have 2 sessions on argument task. Okay, similar, I'll teach you techniques, and we'll have a workshop in the class in which you will be writing essays and we'll be analyzing some sample essays. Okay, other than that we'll have sessions on verbal ability. In verbal ability we'll be covering topics such as reading comprehension, number 1, in which you will have a passage and you will have to answer questions based on that passage. We will be covering sentence equivalence questions. That means you will be given a sentence with a blank and you will be given 6 options and you have to select 2 out of those 6 options, either of which will fill the blank correctly. We will also be doing grammar and vocabulary based questions and any other questions that will appear on your GRE. Then we'll have 10 sessions for quants. We will cover all the topics that might come in your exam, that is algebra, geometry, statistics, arithmetic operations, exponents, etc. So comprehensively we will cover quants also. Okay, and again the experimental section gets covered under verbal and quants. So all of the sections will be taken care of. Now if you ask me what kind of questions are asked on the GRE, I'll give you a couple of examples from quants. Okay, you will be asked quantitative comparison questions. Okay, so the question will be in this form. You will be given a quantity A, okay, and you will be given a quantity B. Suppose A is x and B is x square, okay. Your question is which of these quantities is greater, okay, whether quantity A is greater, whether quantity B is greater, or you don't have enough information to answer this question, okay. So if you just look at the question, on the surface of it, it appears as if x square will be greater, because you square any number, it becomes bigger, right? But if you put it into practice, you can test it for different values of x. So for example, if I say if x is equal to 1, then x is equal to 1 and x square is also equal to 1. So in this case we see that the values are equal. Another case, if I say x is equal to minus 1, then what happens? X is equal to minus 1 and x square is equal to 1. In this case x square is bigger, okay. As a third case, if I tell you that x is equal to 0.5, okay, now keep in mind numbers behave differently between 0 to 1. So in this case I see that although x is 0.5, x square is 0.5 into 0.5, which gives us a smaller number, that is 0.25. So we have three different scenarios. In the first scenario, x and x square are equal. In the second scenario, x square is greater than x, and in the third scenario, x square is smaller than x. So we come to the conclusion that we don't have enough information to answer this question. I'll take another simple example to demonstrate what kind of questions you can expect on the GRE. Okay, suppose I give you an equation, mod of A. Okay, now modular is the positive value of any number, the distance of that number from 0. We'll go into the details during the class. Okay, it's a very simple concept. Mod of A into mod of B is equal to AB. Suppose I give you this equation and I ask you, or rather I follow it up by three statements, okay, and I ask you to evaluate these three statements. Statement 1 is A and B are equal. Statement 2 is A and B are positive, and statement 3 is AB is positive. I asked you to evaluate which of these statements is true. Okay, so again, A and B need not necessarily be equal. If I put A as 2 and B as 3, still I'll get AB as 6. Okay, so I can cross out this option. A and B are positive. Again, not necessary. Even if A is minus 2 and I put modular, these straight lines on A, that minus 2 turns to 2. Okay, mod only takes a positive value. So A and B need not be positive. Even if A is minus 2 and B is minus 3, mod of A into mod of B means 2 into 3. Again it will be 6. Okay, so this statement also need not be correct. And our final statement, AB is positive. This statement is true because when we take mod values, the product is always positive. Okay, a positive number multiplied by another positive number will always give you a positive result. So these are a couple of questions, a couple of kind of questions that you will encounter on the GRE. I just gave two of them as an example to you, just to familiarize you with the concept. And let's take one example from the verbal part also. Okay, in verbal you will get questions which are called sentence equivalence. You will be given a sentence with a blank. You will have to fill in the blank. Now usually what happens is you are given 4 or 5 options in a normal exam and you have to select the correct word. However, on the GRE you will be given 6 options and you will have to select 2 words, both of which will satisfy the conditions. So let's not even look at the question. I'll just give you 6 words as options, okay? A, I will put as tractable, the word tractable. B, I will put the word taciturn. C, I will put the word arbitrary. D, I will put the word tantamount. E, I'll put the word reticent. And F, I will put the word amenable. Okay, now I ask you a question that even though the guests were dash, the host tried her best to put up a good party. Okay, even though the guests were dash, comma, the host tried to put up her best at the party. So in this case, even without looking at the question, I know that there have to be 2 options that have to fill in the same blank. Okay, so these 2 options need to be similar in meaning. So first I will group the words that have the same meaning. Okay, now if you see tractable means easily convinced. Is there any other word which means the same? Somebody who can be easily convinced? Yes, I have a word amenable. Okay, so tractable and amenable form a pair. So I have one pair of A and F. Okay, now taciturn means difficult to talk to, or somebody who doesn't speak much, a silent person. Do we have any other word which means the same or which has a similar connotation? Yes, we do. It is reticent. Taciturn and reticent both mean people who are silent. So I have another combination, that is B and E. Okay, B and E. Arbitrary means according to one's own will. Does tantamount mean the same? No. Tantamount means amounting to. So these 2 words have separate meanings. So automatically we can eliminate these 2. Now any question asked to me, I just have to choose from 2 combinations, either A and F or B and D. In this case, even though the guests were dash, the host still tried to put up a good party. I can see that B and E is the correct choice, because even though the guests were quiet, still the host tried to put up a good show. So in this context, B and D will be your answer. Even though the hosts were reticent, or even though the hosts were taciturn, the host still tried to put up a good show. So this is one example of verbal ability, and we will be diving into the details of reading comprehension. I'll be telling you techniques on how to solve reading comprehension questions, how to approach them, the 7-step formula. Usually people think that verbal ability is more of a gut instinct kind of section. That is not true. You can solve verbal ability questions as methodically and as scientifically as you would solve your quantitative sections. Okay, and all these details and techniques we will uncover in the classes. So we have gone through the basics of GRE, how the exam is going to be. We have seen a couple of questions, what kind of questions you can expect on the test. Now let me just give you some details about the course. Okay, the course starts from 1st of August. It's going to be a weekend course. We will have 2 classes of 3 hours each. Sunday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Sunday 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Okay, so 6 hours every week, and this will go on for 10 weeks. So we start on the 1st of August and we finish in the middle of October. Okay, we will have 4 sessions on analytical writing, that is issue task and argument task. We will have 10 sessions on quants. We will have 4 sessions on verbal ability, and we will have 2 sessions for revision. Okay, we will have 2 sessions in which I will give you additional tips and techniques and solve a couple of mock tests with you, so that will prepare you for the exam. And all the interested candidates, just look down in the description, there is a feedback form. Please go ahead and fill that form. And the fees for the entire course is 12,000 rupees. We've kept it low because we want to reach out to more people, and we want to ensure that more and more people crack the GRE. Because the fees is low, we will be providing limited material. Okay, you will have some supplementary videos which you can see. However, I will be telling you the material which you can buy, the good material, for example Manhattan Review and Magoosh ebooks. So you can purchase them separately on the internet, or once the class starts, we'll see we'll see about the material also. And I will also be recommending you certain mock tests, okay, which you can take online, which will help you consolidate your preparation for the GRE. So I'd like to thank you once again for coming for this session. And moreover, I'd like to tell you that nowadays more and more people are going for online classes as compared to physical classes. Over the past 1 year, I have transitioned successfully from taking physical classes, and now the bulk of our classes are happening online. Why if you ask? Basically, if you would have figured out by now, if you take an online class, you save the most time consuming hassle of all, that is travel. Okay, anybody who goes to a good coaching class and who's living in a medium to big size city, they will be spending anywhere between half an hour to 1 hour, and even more in some cases, only on transport, not to mention the petrol cost that comes along with it. So you save on all that cost and you save on all that time, plus you are fresher, you are not fatigued from your travel, so you can focus your energies and you can use that time for your preparations instead. And you're at home, so it's obviously a more safe environment, and you will be in your comfort zone, so you can focus on your preparation rather than getting distracted by other things. And ours is more of a private proposition, so you don't need to worry about 80 to 100 people being there in a class like in a coaching center, and you will always be getting personalized attention. We even have a WhatsApp group, so some of you are already added on that, others will be added as and when you join the class. So it's like a private mentorship program, and you will be getting guidance and support throughout. So that's all for today. Hope to see you in class. Thank you. Question answer sessions. We didn't have question answer session. Don't have, nobody has question. Okay, one more thing. If any of you have any doubts or any questions, please type them in the chat window at the bottom of your screen, and I'll help you out with your queries. Okay, we have 5-10 minutes for questions, so please put them up, whatever questions you have. Okay, a link will be uploaded on betakguru.com. You will be getting that link. So you can just click on that link. It will lead you to the payment gateway. Everything is very user friendly. You just have to add the course to your cart and go to your cart and make the payment. It's as simple as that. It's all done online. Any other questions we have? Okay, see, there is no such limit on how many times you can appear for the GRE, but because it's an expensive exam, it's advisable to prepare for it nicely and appear, keep your appearances to a minimum. It's not really that difficult to crack. With the correct guidance and with the correct sort of preparation, you can easily crack the GRE. However, if you ask me, there is no upper limit on the number of times you can appear for the GRE. The result for the GRE is valid from 3 to 5 years. Suppose you give the exam in 2015, your results are valid up to 2018 to 2020, depending upon the universities. Some universities don't accept it beyond 3 years, some universities accept it up to 5 years, so it depends. Yes, in 60 hours we will cover the entire GRE syllabus. 60 hours is more than enough. We will be having 10 3-hour sessions for quants, that is 30 hours. We will be having 4 3-hour sessions for your issue task and your argument task. So that is another 12 hours, 42 hours, and we'll be having another 4 sessions for your verbal ability. That is another 12 hours, 54 hours, and the last 6 hours, that is 2 sessions, we'll keep for shortcuts and techniques on how to crack the GRE even more easily, and we will also do a couple of mock tests to ensure that your preparation is consolidated and you're in a good position to attempt the GRE and get a high score. See, the GRE subject test is different from the GRE general test. If you are applying for specific courses abroad, you can take that particular GRE subject test. In this module, we will be covering the GRE general paper, okay? Because most of the people appear for the GRE general test. Subject tests are separate. We have a separate module for that, so you can send in your inquiries about the subject tests separately.